us to journey down the path of the Final Order cutoff list with one of the greatest minds in FOC comic book reviewing, the ULTRAMAXIMUS. And you are joining us here for another episode of The Secret Variant. Today is 7/29/2023, Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are now live. And Final Order cutoff due for DC books and some other stuff is going to be tomorrow, 7/30/2023. And some other ones going to be due on Monday. So just get in here and get your raw report from the Secret Variant reporter, ULTRAMAXIMUS. And I'd like to say I'm pretty mad at you, StreamYard. Or Streamlabs. Streamlabs, you took away my ability to tweet. So like all my epic one-liners that I save for the opening. Yeah. Threw me off my game. Alright, but you guys are going to subscribe to the content I drop here, and don't forget to click on the notification bell for notifications for when we do go live, and of course leave me a comment if you're watching on the rewind. Help me break those YouTube algorithms. Shout out to the #1 MVP for all of that, Mr. Raider Bear, who also did some good legwork for me here. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and content. 1100 plus if you can't be wrong, right? Oh, and then there's this giveaway of giveaways called the Ultra Box. Oh, might want to check the scheduled videos tomorrow. Now, of course, if you guys are watching over on Rumble, you can watch me over there too. And of course, check out the next episode of the Raw Report, or go back and check out some of the other pickups and mail drops that I've got, because there's some really good books in there. Don't forget to also check out my friends on the feature channel section, and of course, Drunken Chat. You can catch all the old Spec Matrix C's on there. Oh yeah. Happy Saturday to you too. Ultra pets do appreciate that they're blind Adam. I got one circling my legs right now, of course, because she snuck in the office. Closed the office door thinking I was safe. Follows are always appreciated, everybody, whether it be on Facebook, on Instagram, or on Twitter, and you know where to get at me. You can get at me on all of those links that are in there on the homepage, and you can also follow me on Collection Curations, where I will one day eventually be listing stuff for sale. But I got too many dad responsibilities right now. I got some errands to run today too, and some things to do before I go to work tonight. So yeah, on the only the rarest is where you can find my Discord threads and my contribution to the Discord comic book community and collectibles community, and hanging out over there with some good people, of course. Super chat isn't active, of course. Direct support isn't needed, so I don't even know why I have that slide there anymore. WannaComics.com, of course, is available for some of your exclusive fixes, but as you guys know, I am an exclusive Nix. I don't do exclusives very often, and when I do them very selectively. But one of the reasons why Drew at WannaComics is one of the best is because he does not jack up prices. He doesn't claim to destroy content of print runs in order to make a book more rare. So there's a lot of just transparency, and also he packs like a champion, and also has a sick inventory of books on his eBay page. Is one of the best comic distributors on the West Coast, and definitely somebody you want to do business with. So make sure you bookmark WannaComics.com, and of course comicbarricade.com, helping you keep your comic books upright in their boxes. And you can use this wonderful code right there, say ULTRA, for 10% off your order from comicbarricade.com. All right, soundtracks provided by the wonderful people at whitebadaudio.com, also found here at Whitebad Audio on YouTube, and you can subscribe to their content as well, and you can also find them on Spotify. Mr. Hurd S. Eric, a.k.a. Eric Hurd, thanks, brother, for the wonderful logo work, and of course, this guy's a variant cover artist, member of the community. I think you should utilize this man's skills, because they are fantastic. So everybody, welcome once again to another episode of The Secret Variant. I am your ULTRAMAXIMUS here, bringing you the breakdown of comic book content for your Final Order cutoff needs. So what's the story here? All right, well, Ultra goes through the list from top to bottom on Lunar's and Previews distribution networks to give you the full list of books that you need to get your orders into your comic shop for. Now, whether you are a comic shop watching this, you are an individual subscriber just looking to figure out what's available, or you know, you're a super speculator looking to see, like, is there an edge on a book? Hey man, whatever it is, thank you for watching my content. I do this part-time just to kind of help me out myself as far as what do I want to order, or what, and I started doing this for friends, and of course one of the biggest reasons why you love watching my content is because I'm not going to tell you what books I think are hot on this list, give you 10 of them that I'm going to order a bunch of, and then have them for sale to sell back to you in a couple of weeks. And it doesn't go down like that here. So, honest is the way that we roll, and I thank you all for watching my content throughout this time. So let's get into it. Secret variant, of course. When your comic shop don't treat you like they used to, chitlins, greens, and cornbread will kick in like that turbo booster. So make sure you reach out to my drunken chat friend if you are not getting the variants you need at your local store, or you don't want to risk, the eBay thing or anything like that, because chitlins, greens, and cornbread, aka Lucas, will take good care of you. So make sure you hit him up for that. So let's get this thing cranking here. This is the secret variant. We're going to be looking at spoilers because we're going to be looking at books coming out in 3 to 5 weeks, basically. So if you haven't been to your comic shop in a while, you might have missed something going on, and you might be spoiled by cover. So top to bottom, let's roll. We got a Blaze Publishing giving us the Mighty Barbarians #5 with a Sung on Yoon, and then the Marco Rudy. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more bludgeoning there. What is going on? Oh, he's just chopped off, it looks like to be a giant's hand. That's pretty tight. And then we got the cover D, the Cassis homage. Look, it's the Illuminati. Mighty Barbarian is #5 cover E, 10 copy. Virgin, 20 copy Virgin, 30 copy black and white Center Virgin, 40 copy line art, and then we got a 50 copy Yoon black and white, and then the 15 copy FOC Rudy black and white incentive. But it's an FOC incentive, so that means it's going to be stipulations or hoops to order. I don't know. Just make sure you talk to your shop if you want any one of those. Blaze Publishing, of course, print very tight to their ordering, so if you think, oh, I'm just going to stroll in there on release day and get every cover, that's not one of the publishers that do that unless you have that comic shop that just has money to burn. Final Lunar distribution orders on this Ahoy book for gimmick #6 of 6 will be tomorrow. So if you see anything that is on the Lunar network, I'm going to try to let you know that the orders are due tomorrow. Everything else is going to be due on Monday. But of course, it's probably a good idea to get them all in tomorrow when you put in your Lunar orders, right? American Mythology Productions is giving us... What is this? Okay. We got Beast of Bower Boulevard. He's got a chainsaw. Skin your ass raw. And there he is, again with a cover B. And then we got a cover C. Alright, so Bombshell and Tom Tom, and shout out to Lucas, because, yeah, what's going on here? And then here's the B-Rop animated variant. Maris Comics and Collectibles, thank you for joining us. Bombshell and Tom Tom, the cover C by Oliver. But that's not Ben Oliver. That can't be Ben Oliver. It gotta be some other Oliver. Archie Comics Digest is giving us the Worldy Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest #28. That's your only Archie book, so no Archie horror for you this week. AWA, the Ribbon Queen, #2 of 8. We got a cover A. That's a gorific cover. Yeah, see? Kitty agreed. Ribbon Queen #2 with a cover B by Tony Harris. Ribbon Queen #2 cover C with a Chris Ferguson and Jason Burrows horror homage variant cover. Name the homage. Name that homage. I think I know the movie, but I want to see if anybody else knows it. Cover D is your 1 to 15 incentive. Black Mask, giving us final orders due 7/30/2023. But you know what? So this is a mixture. The last book that didn't have a cover shown is on the previews final order cutoff list, but it's not on the Lunar distribution list. So it's a little bit of a confusing one, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Destiny New York, Mystical Mafia #4, cover A by Leslie Lee. And look at this now. My girlfriend broke up with me, so now I run the Mystical Mafia. Destiny New York, Mystical Mafia #4, cover B. And then the Mystical Mafia number 4 cover C, Virgin variant by Leslie Lee. And then you got your 1 in 10 Manuel Prisciano. I think is how you pronounce that. I'm trying to get it right. I really am. And then this one says it's the Prisciano variant too, but I don't know if that's the same, but that's a 25 copy incentive. And then this is the one that I was saying that is on the previews distribution list, but not on the Lunar. So Hecate's Will number 5, cover A, but I didn't see any other covers available, so good luck. It'll probably be pushed back till next week, because that Leslie Lee variant extravaganza was also on FOC last week, if you remember. Fantagraphics Books has got a big one, and of course, there was no feasible way for me, being just a lowly peasant, purchaser, to figure out what the variant covers look like for Red Room Crypto Killas number 4. So this is the finale to this one, and see, it's the contemptible conclusion, the end of Red Room. And Ed Prisker apparently has his A cover, but I don't know if there's going to be any variants for it. I don't know if there's any incentives, so you're going to have to check with your LCS on that one. Oh, and I forgot the marker. It's okay. I fire my own editor every week, and it's me. Frank Miller Presents is giving us Frank Miller's Ronin Book 2, number 4, cover A by Philip Tan. Whew. Wow. I'm wondering, is Ronin over at Epic doing anything now that this book's out? God, that Philip Tan cover is amazing. This cover A is going to look good in the slab. Here's your cover B by Frank Miller. There's your Frank Miller variant, but then they also do a 50 copy incentive of the Frank Miller variant, which is just signed. My man Blind Adam says Red Room is is underrated, one of the best series out there, and Blind Adam is into a lot of sick stuff, so yeah. Franco's Comics, good to see you, man. Look, man, I know I've been going live at wild times, man, and I no longer do the Wednesday night show because I'm hanging out with my son and just, honestly, life is more important than comic books for me, but I still try very much in my ADHD nature to stay involved with the card community, the BMX community, the comic book community, and some of the other things that I like to, dabble in. So, but good to see you, man. Absolutely happy to have you. Floating World Comics, of course, is on that Lunar distribution network. Orders are due tomorrow. And we got a couple of them for you here. So Monster Fan Club, number 1 of 3. And then I'd like to give a shout out to Enzo Garza, fellow co-worker at the local comic shop that I worked for part-time for a while. Here's his character Gut Ghost appearing on the cover of Santos Sisters Halloween Special One-Shot. It is on FOC this weekend. Here's the A cover, and then there's also a variant where he's lifting up, showing them the guts. He's flashing them. And it's usually bad things happen when he shows the guts, you know what I mean? Thank you, Francos. I really appreciate that, my man. Other people don't understand that, and, life instances and things that you got to do are always more important to deal with before any kind of hobby. So, especially, falling and hurting yourself and people dying, that kind of stuff. But let's not get on a downer. But Exorcists Never Die over here at Mad Cave Studios is their only book. Next up from Massive, previously the Whatnot imprint, but this is, I don't know if it was a Massive Whatnot team up, like Massive was printing it for him, because Sean Murphy's doing his own thing now over here in the Massive imprint, but they ditched the Whatnot name, I think, to disassociate themselves from the platform and eventually, smart business, sell off that portion of the company, right? Plot holes number 1 of 5. Here is your cover A and your cover B, and again, this was on FOC last week, so it's pushed back again another week. Here's your Walt Simonson homaging his Thor 337 to himself. And then we've got this one right here with just sick Calvin and Hobbes. I mean, wow, dude. And then the Scalera variant, black and white. And then we've got the cover F by Bengal. And then we've got the cover G, which is your blank sketch variant. Cover H, which is your video game homage. And then the cover I is your 10-copy incentive Mignola variant. And for those of you who are on the Only the Rares Discord, I did post a picture of the Mignola Cable, Wolverine, Cyclops, and some other people, you know, together in a Mignola thing. And Mignola outfitted Cyclops with a whole bunch of pouches and stuff. And it was actually after the redesign of Cyclops with his hair out, and it had him with a covered head again. And they've since returned to that, of course. You know, I always thought Cyclops with his, you know, hair out on the top of his costume wasn't a bad thing, and like how the visor was like the last thing that held it on, so he could rock a mullet if he wanted to now in the mullet tobacco style. Plot holes number 1, 25 copy incentive Simonson Black and White. 50 copy incentive Black and White Mignola homage. Oh, 100 copy foil. Wrapping it up for plot holes, which is kind of like, from what I heard, crossover but better. It's written by Sean Murphy, so. All right, we got final orders due from Oni Press. Now, depending on your clubhouse, they might be due on Monday. But we got Rick and Morty Presents The Signs of Summer #1. It's a one-shot. So there's that. But there's apparently 2 summers. Here is The Signs of Summer #1, cover B. And then here is the cover C, 10 copy Susan Blake variant. Xeno #1, 3 of 3, cover A. Some wild looking art there, right? And then here's the Xeno #3 of 3, cover B. And this is the cover C by Dustin Weaver. Xeno #3 of 3 with a cover D, which is the 1 in 10 Villalobos full art. Source Point Press has given us Franklin and Ghost, which is also, ironically, a pushback from last week on FOC. We've also got the B cover right here, which is your Trom variant. Then we've also got Hope, Volume 2, number 4 of 4. Then we've got Murder by Mail, number 3, cover A. That's where you receive a comic book in the mail and it paper cuts you and you bleed out. Murder by Mail, number 3, cover B. Seance Room, Haunted House. And that's going to wrap it up for Source Point Press. Titan Comics is giving us the Blade Runner 2039, cover A, Alan Qua. Blade Runner 2039, cover B. And then the cover C by Mead, which will probably be in another Mead pack because they've done the Mead packs a few times. And then again, a pushback from a previous FOC week is the cover F Tory foil Virgin variant for Conan the Barbarian number 2 over at Titan. Rivers of London, Here Be Dragons, number 2 of 4 with a cover A by Fish. The cover B by Clary. Wrapping up Rivers of London. Boom Studios, Alice Never After, number 1 of 5, second printing. The Berserker Poetry of Madness, number 1, second printing. The Creed Next Round, 3 of 4. We got a cover A by Montanini. We got the cover B by De La Darm. And then we've got Magic Planeswalker, Notorious number 1, cover A. The cover B, the Secret variant by Franny. And I think that's the one that Lucas showed last night. So, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 111, cover A by Torrin Clark. Oh, and this is the one that Lucas really liked. Like, oh man, backbreaking. Zombified. Cover C by Montez, of course, for all of you guys collecting these. You know what I'm about to show you as an unlockable or an FOC chase for you. The 10 copy incentive variant here is just the black and white of the B cover, and then cover E is your 25 copy incentive variant, of course. The 50 copy incentive variant, not too shabby. Torrin Clark. The 75 copy incentive is okay as well, but not my cup of tea. 100 copy incentive. We got Zombified Goldar and his pal over there with a Zombified Zed. The FOC Reveal variant. And then here is your unlockable variant. And excuse me, I need to kick an animal out of the office. Animals. All right. Get the show back on the road. Okay. Where was I? Okay, so here is your Power Rangers 111 unlockable. So your unlockable variant is going to be the one that, for all of you Power Rangers helmet chasers, this is the foil. So this is the one that you guys are putting all the helmet sets together. Good luck. And Franco's, man, the pickups are where the spec is, and I have not done a pickup video in a while, and I haven't been sharing very much. So, it was one of the Ultra Cats. It was the one. Her name is Alita, named after Alita 1. Named my cats after Transformers and my dog after my car. All right, and then we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with a 30th anniversary special. Here's your issue number 1, cover A by Dan Mora. You got this cover B by Rian Gonzalez. Cover C is a facsimile variant of the Fruit of the Loom. So, you guys know what time it is. Time to watch eBay for people trying to scam people and pass that one off. So sad that we have to look out for that now, right? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th anniversary special photo variant. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th anniversary special cover E blank sketch. Cover F is your foil. Cover G is your 5-copy incentive. And look at this. This is nuts. All the villains. And then cover H is your 10-copy incentive, and that is by Miguel Mercado, and that is fire. Here is, for like I've been saying, all you guys trying to keep keep tabs on all of the different Tommy. I think there they are. So, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Cover I, 30-copy incentive foil variant, and then here is your unlockable variant cover. Now remember, I think Boom is up the ante on the unlockables. They're now, I think, 5 per store, so inquire within, get in quickly. Dark Horse Comics, of course, is doing Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 8 of 12. Cover A by Duggan. And the terrific No One Dares Face the Wrath of Kylo Ren variant. That's kind of cool. And they do need to work on the comic books establishing more of the new trilogy backstory, maybe make people like the new trilogy a little bit more. Dynamite Entertainment, of course, is giving us the Darkwing Duck of Darkwing Ducks. Mirka Andolfo on the B cover after Leslie Lee Reilly on the A, and of course, cover C by Moss, cover D by Trish Forstner, cover E, Gizmo Duck cover. Darkwing Duck does have a 10-copy incentive variant, and you guys get the reference? I know you get the reference. Batman the Animated Series, everybody. But there's a couple more of these that are like really fantastic commodities. So just hang tight. Here's your cover G 10-copy incentive. Neptunia. Here's your 10-copy action figure incentive. Your 15-copy Andolfo Black and White. Your 15-copy Moss Virgin. The 20-copy Loro Virgin's probably going to be just a wee bit popular, right? Just a wee bit. Oh, maybe this one too, because, you know, fans of Gizmo Duck. Has Gizmo Duck actually appeared anywhere? Did he appear in the previous Darkwing comics at all? Because if not, man, that's a Disney character first appearance. I'm not saying to speculate on it, but some might be. And I'm just noticing the patterns inside the Matrix and letting you know aware of them. Here's a 25-copy incentive by Forstner Virgin. So the Forstner first one were with the trade dress, this one and the other Gizmo Duck covers. Metal. And then the limited version. Here's your Andolfo limited version. And then here we go, everybody. So an FOC Stags original. And then we have this. So, everybody talk about Mignola. Mignola this, Mignola that. Well, here you go. Darkwing Ducks cover R and S are going to be a color and a 7-copy incentive. of the Hacer black and white homage to the Magnola. What's up, Blood Sausage? And then here's your 10 copy FOC incentive with another Gizmo Duck cover. The 10 copy FOC incentive Moss black and white. The incredible Forstner black and white. And then here we go, everybody. Pay attention to this one because this is your 10 copy FOC incentive Hacer Virgin to another cover. It's a Batman cover by Magnola, so you should go and obviously look that one up if you don't get the reference. So it's really cool. They got a bunch of Batman homages in this one too. And I'm pretty sure that's a homage to a poster of some kind. But that's our last, that's the last one. So the 10 copy FOC incentive Stags Virgin, probably going to be a pickup for some Gizmo Duck fans. Gizmo Duck is one of my favorite things. Of course, I'm a Transformers fan. I was like, yo, they just combined and gave him a suit, man. It's wicked. Centurion style. Starfinder Angels Drift number 2, cover A. And then we got the cover B by Pace. The cover C. And then the cover D, 10 copy incentive, Men of Virgin variant. Cover E, 15 copy incentive, Pace variant. It's a Virgin. And then a 20 copy incentive, Alessandro Virgin variant. And then we're on to Vampirilla versus the Superpowers. Cover A by Jay Lee. Cover B by Hill. Tommy guns, bro. Tommy guns? Like, is she in the 1920s now? Cover D is by Linsner. Cover E by Carey. Cover F is your cosplay. Cover G is your 10 copy incentive Lee black and white. Cover H is your 10 copy Linsner. Cover I is your 15 copy incentive cosplay Virgin. Cover J is your 15 copy incentive Moss Virgin. And then your cover K, 20 copy incentive Carey Virgin. Vampirilla versus the Superpowers number 4, cover L, 20 copy incentive, Linsner Virgin. Cover M, 25 copy, incentive, Lee Virgin. Cover N, 25 copy incentive, Hill Virgin. Cover A of Victor, number 3. Oh, jeez. Cover B is Wild. Cover C is by Mattioni. Cover D is by Cohen. Cover E is your cosplay. Cover F is your 10 copy incentive Vagante Original. Cover G is your 10 copy incentive Hitch Black and White. Cover H is your 10 copy incentive Cosplay Virgin. Cover I is your 15 copy incentive Cohen Virgin. Cover J is a 15 copy incentive Mattioni Virgin. Cover K is a 20 copy incentive Vagante Virgin. Cover L, 20 copy incentive Hitch Virgin. Puke. She's puking blood, man. I don't know what you drank, man. Cover M is your Johnson Limited Virgin. Yeah, I guess your Johnson is limited. IDW Entertainment is going to give you Dark Spaces Good Deeds number 4, cover A. And then there's the finger and some bones. Looks like some other bits in there too. So it's a Scott Snyder book. Good Deeds number 4, cover B. Dark Spaces Hollywood Special number 1, cover C. Tomb. Dark Spaces Hollywood Special, of course, got a 25 copy incentive black and white here for you. And then this is your 50 copy incentive by Boss, so doing that kind of obscure art. Oh, and then look, they got a 75 copy incentive by Franca Villa. And then we're on to Godzilla, Best of Mecha Godzilla. And it says not final art. Godzilla Here, There Be Dragons. Cover A for issue number 3. Cover B, Kirkham killed this one. And then that's why they were like, hey, yeah, we'll give you the 10 copy incentive. Here, full art. But then they said, can we spice it up with Cthulhu? Chasing down some ships that look like ancient Egyptian or Atlantean culture outside the Straits of Gibraltar? My Little Pony number 16, cover A, Trish Forstner. your cover B, and then this is your 10 copy Just a Suta. My Little Pony Camp Big Hoof number 2. Here's the cover B, and then this is your 10 copy incentive variant. This is your 25 copy, which is weird because it looks just like the 10 copy. Oh, but look, they said that the arts are different, but they didn't show the difference. So, sorry guys. But this right here hits. This absolutely slaps. I've been waiting for this book to come out ever since it showed up on previews. The Charlie Day homage on Sonic the Hedgehog number 64. It might go over your kid's head, but it's not going to go over your head. But you know what? If you slide this into your kid's collection and then wait like, a few years for them to become teenagers and like get them to that summer in Philadelphia and then show them that episode, they'll want to slab this book. So why don't you just go ahead, buy a bunch of copies of this. Maybe guys will look up a B covers in there too, so you don't keep the orders low, and then get a bunch of these 10 copy incentives for yourself. Slab that Charlie Day, which I think is going to make this 10 copy incentive kind of on the cheap side. So, but I think it's funny. This one says "Got Ring." Oh, see, Toon knows where my head's at. And then, of course, here we go, everybody. Star Trek Defiant number 7, cover A. Showing Alexander getting cut. And, of course, that is Benjamin Sisko right there on cover B. And then here is your cover C by Woodward. So it's Alexander versus Worf, man. This is crazy. Cover D is your 10 copy Ward black and white. And then here we have Dr. Beverly Crusher. As in crushing a man's heart and running away with his child that she never tells him about until the Borg try to capture him. 50 copy incentive by Brian Hitch. 100 copy Hitch full art variant. Image Comics is up next, giving us Battle Chasers, and buckle up because we got a bunch of these. So, cover A for Battle Chasers. Modest. But don't worry, it's going to be the only one really. This one's kind of modest too. Nobody really cares about dudes on covers with swords and stuff, right? This one too. Thanks, Adam. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody go tune in to Awesome Sauce Radio. Subscribe to his content too. So Battle Chasers cover C by John Boyd Myers is looking pretty fire. So, yeah, modesty has now gone out the window, everybody. Here is your cover D by Art Germ. Here is your cover E. And it's like Power Girl covers. They get bigger every cover. Cover E. Oh, see, I wasn't kidding. Here's your cover F by Cockroach, and they're just getting bigger. Oh, Derek Chew. They should have put you at cover C. We got Big Game number 2 of 5, cover A at Pepe Larraz. Here's your Mark Miller Big Game cover A. Cover B, Larraz black and white partial blood. That's kind of cool. And then here is the cover C by U. And then here is Bone Orchard Tenement, number 3 of 10. Cover A by Sorrentino. Here's the cover B by Ward. And it's, as Reno said last night, Smokey over there taking a shit. Oh, that was hilarious. Dead Lucky number 8, cover A. Here is your cover B by Johnson. And there are no other variants to go along with that one. Dead Romans number 6 of 6 with your cover A. Your cover B. And then your cover C. Dead Romans cover D by Del Mundo. And here's your cover E. Cover F. Skull cover. Firepower by Kirkman and Sam Nee, cover A. And then you have the late ad by Aja, which is fire. Ice Cream Man number 36. Obviously, they went whale watching in a dinghy, like a bunch of dingbats. Here is your cover B, and I did not know the long neck dude was Ice Cream Man. Cover B, Bravo Vashika. Immortal Sergeant number 8 of 9. Indigo Children number 6. Okay, it's got a Sphinx on it, so now I'm going to have to go back and check out the first 5 issues. King Spawn number 25, cover A. King Spawn number 25, cover B by Fernandez. Click Click Boom number 3. New Burn number 10. No One number 5 of 10, cover A. Cover B. So he's No One? And No One is somebody under there. There's your cover C. Rogue Sun number 15, cover A. Cover B. No incentive. Like what? Schlub number 1. So apparently it's this the schlub of a doctor turns into that superhero behind him. Here is the cover B by Stegman. Scrapper number 2 of 6. Summoner's War Awakening number 5 of 6. Tales of Suspense number 2, cover A. Oh, but wait. Secret variant by Tony. Is that Tony Daniel, maybe? How about this old homage? Your 10 copy incentive, Daniel Tribute. Tales of Suspense also has his 25 copy incentive. Terror War number 5. I guess that counts as a skull cover. Time Before Time number 26, cover A. And then there is your cover B by D. Urso. We're wrapping it up for Image, and of course now we are on to DC, so make sure you get these orders in by tomorrow at your LCS, or whoever's doing your ordering. Batman Beyond, Neo-Gothic number 2, we got a cover A. Christian Ward on the cardstock. 25 copy Hayden Sherman variant. DC Ruby number 7 of 7, and Megan Hetrick on the A cover. And then we got the Merca and Dolfo cardstock variant cover. Detective Comics number 58 coming back at you with a facsimile edition. North Illustrated Swimsuit Edition number 1 one-shot cover A. Buckle up, everybody. So here is the A cover with the hairdryer, the B cover by Jeff Scott Campbell, which will probably be heavy ordered, but it's Jeff Scott Campbell showing Batman and Catwoman together. So yeah, it's gonna do all right, and I have a really good feeling this Adam Hughes one's gonna do all right too. Especially if you start to look closely and notice that you can put different shades of white in places and illustrate things. So, yeah, this one's probably going to be high order just like the Jeff Scott Campbell too, but do you guys really care? No. Because it's going to get you 25 copy incentive by Villalobos that people are going to be picking up just for the Wonder Woman. So, yep. Night Terrors number 4, cover A by Ivan Reese and Danny Mickey. Here's your cover B, your cover C, and a 25 copy incentive homage. I love this one. It's pretty cool. Homage to an older Batman book. Cover F is a 150. I'm sorry, a 150. Cover F. 100. There it is. 100 copy Ivan Reese black and white cardstock variant cover. Night Terrors Action Comics number 2 of 2. And your cover B. Cover C, Tyler Kirk. 25 copy incentive. 50 copy incentive by Crystal King. So what do they do now? Did they switch it to where Power Girl's father is the Cyborg Superman? Because she's a variant of Supergirl. Were they calling her Supergirl for a while? I don't know what's going on. They keep switching up at DC, and I can't keep up. Night Terrors Angel Breaker number 2, cover A. Night Terrors Angel Breaker number 2, cover B. Night Terrors Angel Breaker number 2, cover C. Night Terrors Angel Breaker number 2, cover D, 25 copy Chuma Hill. 50 copy Lolly black and white. Night Terrors Detective Comics. Federici on the A cover. Okay, this one's probably going to do good, just because it's a good looking Barbara cover. So, Detective Comics number 2 of 2 Night Terrors. Bernard Chang. Kyle Hutz on the cardstock cover C. And then this is your 25 copy incentive variant cover. Yo, that Batman is wicked looking, right? That Batman ever shows up anywhere, like, for real, that's wild. 50 copy incentive. And then here she is, tearing herself apart, thinking she's a computer. Underneath, right? That's very Tron of her. Night Terrors Harley Quinn number 2 of 2. Okay. This is a good Frisian cover, and I have a thing for cards, for card covers. Like, I'll throw you guys a Spec Matrix bone here. If Cyclops and Deadpool do anything cool, you're looking for Deadpool 16 with the Cyclops on top variant, and there's a Deadpool on top variant as well. So it's a card that shows Deadpool and Cyclops on a card just like this, and then there's another one that's Cyclops on top. That's the variant. Here's your Tula Lotte cardstock variant cover, and then Derek Chu on the 25 copy incentive. Sweeney Boo on the 50 copy incentive. And that is some wild looking stuff there. Night Terrors Night's End number 1 one-shot cover D. So since they didn't show covers A, B, and C, anticipate this one possibly be shown again next week with the other covers. Night Terrors Titans number 2 of 2 cover A, and your cover B. Your cover C by Christian Ward is absolute fire if you're a Cyborg fan. Then this is your 25 copy incentive, Javi Fernandez. And then Jorge Corona, cardstock variant cover. Penguin, number 1. Now this cover, it's aight. This cover 2 by Brian Boland, it's good Brian Boland, but it's aight. This right here hits all of the buttons. So Zerdy got a cute face on Harley with a little, little action there, and then straight out of Batman the Animated Series Gotham, we have a really cool looking Penguin with that kind of like animated series style. So Zerdy knocked this one out the park with his typical stuff. But this is a tattoo Zerdy cover, so people who collect those, be on the lookout, I'm sure. Penguin got this David Marquez cardstock variant cover, and then this 25 copy incentive Cal New, and then the 50 copy Zerdy Virgin cardstock variant cover. So yeah, I know Zerdy's picking up a kind of like a following. He's like this week's decal. So good luck, everybody. Riddler Year 1 number 6 of 6 cover A by Bill Sienkiewicz. Cover B, Stefan Subic. Cover C by Jock. That's going to catch some Jock fans off guard too. Let's look at that one eye. Riddler Year 1 number 6 of 6 cover D, 25 copy Martin Simmons. Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 5 of 7 cover A, Chris Burnham. Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 5 of 7 cover B, Mikkel Jennings cardstock variant cover. And then we've got the 25 copy incentive by Alan Qua. And yeah, I agree, Adam. I don't know what's going on with Power Girl, dude. And Lord of Brooklyn, man, if Ben Stein actually got that tattoo, just like if he got that Zerdy comic book cover tatted on him, that would be absolute fire. He should open up a GoFundMe on the next Hot 10. Our final publisher of the evening, and I'm going to ask you to smash that like button before I tell you, look at this. They're trying to milk you for more money on Mary Jane's first appearance. But it's not her first appearance with powers at all. So just because she gets this costume, are we going to call it the first appearance in costume now? Because you got to admit, Mary Jane and Black Cat Dark Web number 1 seems to have an awful lot of potential. And I don't know, how many people did a Dark Web number 1 exclusive other than Jeff Scott Campbell? I'm wondering. I have to check. But Amazing Spider-Man number 31 going back for the second printing Rama's variant cover, giving you that magazine style. And then here is your ASM 300 homage by Scan. 25 copy incentive version of that one. Blade also getting a second print for number 1. Blade also giving you a second print, 25 copy incentive by David Marquez. That is absolute fire. I got to admit, and you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Second prints are going to be underordered. It's going to be an incentive. People are going to pre-sell it at stupid prices and try to set the market. So please don't fall for that banana in the tailpipe and get taken by those guys. Make sure you get your order in. Blade number 2. Blade number 2 by Bill Sienkiewicz. Blade number 2 with a 25 copy incentive by Matthias Manhanini. And Lucas said the fade is crooked. Maybe it's not his fault. Maybe it's because Blade's widow's peak is crooked, like he didn't have enough hair in like that one spot. I'm saying, man, look, I'm in my 40s. My hair's thinning. I'm doing something about it, though. It's working, thankfully. I know, but there's not a lot of success for other guys out there, so I haven't reached the shave my head point yet. Cult of Carnage Misery number 4 of 5. You got Bebe's kids. Danny Catch Ghost Rider number 4 of 5. And then we got Daredevil number 1. John Romita Jr. returning to the artwork on this one, so it's got a lot of people happy about this. Daredevil number 1 with the Alex Lozano foil variant, though, has got a lot of people hyped because that's a pretty fire-looking variant, and I can tell that in foil, it's probably going to look really good. The Ajuki variant. There's a blank variant, of course, but wait, it gets better. We got a Frank Miller variant, and that's actually some of the better Frank Miller art that we've seen lately because he does a really good Daredevil, let's be honest. There's your 100 copy incentive version. Oh, look, and the Frank Miller gets the other 100 copy incentive version. So you get 2 100 copy incentives on the Daredevil number 1. But this 25 copy incentive by Pepe Larraz is probably the best of the covers. And I'm sorry, this did not get the A cover and the 1 in 100 version as it should have. No offense to you, John Romita Jr., but Pepe drew the bombest cover out of all of his covers. Like, and all you other artists, I get you're good, but Pepe just smoked you all. But then there's also going to be this one. So between the Pepe Larraz 1 in 25 and this Willis Portacio Bullseye variant that we did not get the cover art preview for, we also didn't get the Aaron Kruger variant, but you'll have to wait and see what those look like. Deadpool Batter Blood number 3 of 5 with a very enticing cover. Oh, but wait, what have we here? This is Deadpool Batter Blood number 5 with a Rod Liefeld variant showing Wolverine claws on Deadpool. Batter Blood number 3 of 5, Rod Reese variant. Sorry, Shatterstorm. Death of Venomverse number 3. Here's your Sandoval variant cover. Does that count as a Spider-Man number 1 variant? Is that a Spider-Man number 1 homage? Leave me a comment below. Death of the Venomverse number 3 of 5 by Mark Bagley. Pork Rind! Ryan Stegman on the Death of the Venomverse number 3's Stegman other variant. Oh. Madam Venom. Rod Reese design variant cover. So that's a first cover for her, I'm sure. I don't know if she's appeared in any of the books previously. But here we go, Death of the Venomverse with all these different Venoms on it. Venom Rules, Venom 2099. Death of the Venomverse, 50 copy incentive by Philip Tan. And then the 50 copy incentive connecting Virgin variant also. Okay, here we go, everybody. Fallen Friend number 1 actually didn't satisfy people enough, so they had to go back for a second print. Uh, 25 copy. Yeah, they did a 25 copy incentive for you as well. But does anybody care? Because we already know what's going to happen. And they spoil it this FOC in the first place. So don't worry. Incredible Hulk number 3. Frank Miller has an open order variant, which I gotta say, Frank Miller's work has improved since Loki's variant. Vincentini Stormbreakers variant. Throg cover. Pay attention, everybody. The new team of Pet Avengers that was assembled in 4/18 will be making an appearance. Frank Miller's got a 50 copy incentive Virgin variant. And then we got Moon Knight's annual number 1. Moon Knight annual number 1 with a Kreese Lee variant. Moon Knight City of the Dead number 1 with a second printing. But there is no Scarlet Scarab on the cover. The 25 copy incentive. Okay. Here it is. Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant. Spoilerific, everybody. If you're ordering a bunch of copies of the fallen Ms. Marvel, she don't stay dead long. And, of course, if you read books last week, you'd know how she comes back. So we got a lot of things going on here, though. And I don't know why this one was off-center, but, yeah. That is your A cover. This is your B cover by Casagrande, which is your Women of Marvel variant. Pretty cool looking. This is your X-Men 101 homage by Elizabeth Torque. Art Germ, open order. And then we've got the JTC action figure variant. Ms. Marvel, New Mutant number 1, Luciano Vaschico, Team Homage variant. Ms. Marvel, New Mutant number 1, Betsy Cola Homage variant. Ms. Marvel, New Mutant number 1, Lucas Wernick Homage variant. The 50 copy incentive Arthur Adams variant. And then the 100 copy incentive Art Germ Virgin variant. So, they have confirmed she is a mutant, but they don't know what her mutant powers are. But she's got both inhuman powers and mutant powers. And if her inhuman powers had not activated first when the Terrigen Cloud came around, or had her mutant powers manifested themselves, when the Terrigen Cloud came around the Earth and activated a whole bunch of Inhumans, well, she would have been killed by the Cloud. Spider-Man India number 3 of 4. Spider-Man India, the Zhang Jiang variant. Yes. Zhang Jiang, look at the detail on the bottom of that photo. Just saying. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 37. We got some good looking covers here by, first off, the B cover by Malieve, Jango Fett variant. Then we've got the Ryan Brown Kligson variant. Tar Kligson. The Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary variant, number 31 of 40. I think 31 of 40 has already existed before. What are they doing? 37 Clone Wars 50th anniversary variant. And then the 100 copy incentive Alex Malieve. All right, everybody, pay attention. Mandalorians making first appearances. Of course, Bo-Katan showing up in the Marvel continuity. Axe and Kraza, I think it is her name is. I forget right now. But yeah, so first appearance of Axe Woves as an original character. So there's your season 2 concept art variant cover showing the 3 new Mandos. And then here is the number 3 Valdion variant. And then here is the 25 copy incentive Dodson variant showing him eating the eggs. Yeah, I think that is the Ryan Brown's new character first cover on there, and that's why they put it on there. I'm not sure if that character has appeared maybe previously in Cameo, because I'm not really into Star Wars as much as I used to be. Ultimate Invasion number 3 of 4. And then here is the Daniel Acuna variant cover, and this absolutely slaps. Absolutely slaps. Here's your 50 copy incentive Alan Qua variant, though. Wolverine number 36, showing the Helverine. Here's the Lanil Yu variant cover, of course, homaging that, I believe, Wolverine 75, 74? Right after Old Man Logan, like one of the covers had him doing this Claw Dragon thing, because it was at the same time as X-Men Origins. Wolverine was out in theaters where they did that. The George Perez variant cover. And then, of course, the 100-copy incentive Jordan Perez and Virgin variant. And believe it or not, they didn't have a 25-copy incentive in there. I was blown away by that. But that's our final book, and that's our show. So here's where we're going to ask you guys to please be sure to smash that like button. Of course, I appreciate you watching my content. And don't forget, I got a giveaway of giveaways to go over tomorrow, show you what's in that box, besides, you know, some of the books that were donated and some of the books that were involuntarily donated, apparently, because somebody gave somebody a book, and then somebody gave that book to me, and then the person who originally gave the person that book got mad about it. They unsubscribed from me, but it's okay. I don't need people, you know, making accusations and being dissatisfied with me choosing 15 extra winners. I was only going to do one winner. I was going to do one winner. So I've contacted one of my connects to you know, try to get some, you know, prizes together. I'll be paying for shipping those out of my own pocket. So thank you. We're going to get 16 people a prize. One person's going to win something huge. And you're going to want to subscribe to the channel if you're not already to see that. The video's already been set up. It's for tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. I'll be sure to include you guys if you are watching it live. Because we're going to do it big. Doing it big. Man, Mojo quit. I do too. And I try to be honest. And you know what? Everybody was yelling at me for they were like thinking that I picked additional winners like just randomly. No, I didn't just pick names at random. I let the you know, the wheel of names do it for me. Everybody said, "Why did you choose those people?" I'm like, "Why are you people being pissed off at me for this?" But then I remembered it's people with low testosterone, lots of issues, so I'm not even going to sweat it. And again, I just thank you guys for watching the show and tuning into the content I create, because I'm just trying to make everybody's comic collection better, and that's what we do here at the Secret Fate. Self-improvement. Yeah, you know, thank you, Toon. And the Secret Variant thanks every single one of you for subscribing to my content, of course. If you watched Drunken Chat last night, it was a great time hanging with the guys. I made it in from work, surprisingly. But thanks again for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks again.